What is going on, guys? It's time for the top 10 of the week.
Yay.
New York Comic Con week.
Yeah, it's
Start
here.
this week off with a bang. I'm Drew with Comics Elite here with
Kyle, not Kevin.
So once again, yes, it is New York Comic Con week. Do pay attention to the Comics Elite website, comicselitecomics.com. Check us out on Instagram, whatnot. We're gonna have our Comics Elite Whatnot channel is going to be going round the clock during the convention, after the convention, maybe before the convention. There several shows planned throughout every single day. We're going to have everything available to you guys, right?
I like it.
Including Born in Blood exclusives, which was the number 8 bestseller last week.
Yay.
Yeah.
Imagine
Just saying. Just saying. So if you're new to the channel, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. It's down there somewhere. Usually it does help. And we will be doing an Ice of number 1 review. We'll be going up eventually sometime soon. We're going to record it soon and get it up. So you'll hear our thoughts on that and see where it places on the other crowdfunded books.
I'm curious what you think of it.
Yeah.
We don't know. We read it together.
Separately.
Together separately. But yeah, I'm curious where it's going to land.
Yep. So,
all right.
Let's talk about the top 10 of the week. I've got one honorable mention.
I don't.
Okay.
I have 10.
10? Barely.
I have like 3 or 4 that are good. The rest are.
My honorable mention of the week is Tomb of Dracula, number 1.
I didn't count that.
Facsimile, I counted it. Look,
fair.
This issue is fantastic. Mm-hmm. It is such a fun read.
It's great because I haven't got a chance to read it because I didn't want the Om to buy and to find a Tomb of Dracula number 1 that's under $500 is pretty rare.
Next to impossible now.
So, yeah. It's great to read.
Yeah, Jerry Conway, Gene Colan, love it. Yeah, it's a terrific reintroduction of Dracula with terrific, moody, and creepy art.
Yeah, Neil Adams cover.
Yeah, come on. Got a Neil cover.
Yeah.
That was the main back in the day when there was only one cover, and he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back Wraith of God, Blood Hunters by Aaron Lopresti as an homage to this. Favorite cover.
Yep. So, yeah, and this is also once again, terrific read.
Yep.
Please do pick it up if you can find it.
Okay.
All right. On to the top 10 of the week.
Woo!
So that makes it number... I got Shock Shop, number 2.
Nice. I have, the hell was this called?
Siren's Gate?
Siren's Gate.
Yes.
Siren
Stargate. Siren Stargate.
Yeah, number 1. I put it here. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a mystery. The art is unlike anything unless you're into certain types of
we called
things.
It out, and then we called it out in Skibbits and Mez.
Yeah. By the end, though, with the random werewolf showing up, I'm like, that actually looks cool in this art style. But the rest of this
doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it does not. And it's a quick read. I gotta give it that compared to some of these other ones. So yeah, I don't know. Shock Shop, I didn't even read that.
Shock Shop number 2. Yeah, he only got 1 copy.
Of course.
Shock Shop. This is the one that Dark Horse came out with. Number 1 was like a flip side. It's a flipper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once again, it's a flipper. Yep. You got to flip it to read both stories. But this cover, yeah.
Love that cover.
Wow. Yeah. This is a solid, damn good cover.
This one with the dad in that haunted house.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. First story, The Campers. Flipping love it. Terrific story. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Okay.
Holy shit. It goes yeah, we're making a hard turn. Yeah, we're making a bat turn on this.
Okay.
Second story, just as good and just as shocking with the dad and the kids. Holy crap. Both stories here have terrific art and both have me wanting to come back. I can't wait. This is
it's a continuation of both of those stories.
Yes, it is.
I really
yes,
like
continuing.
The camper one too.
Yes, it continues in this. Yes.
All right, I need to read.
Damn, Colin Bunn. He's killing it, man. Yeah, he's firing on all cylinders right now. Love it. Get him away from Marvel and everything. He's kicking ass. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, we're talking about number 10? Okay.
Yeah. There's like 30 covers of that.
Yes, there are. That is not a joke. Yeah. Number 9 of the week.
Okay.
I got Gotham City, year 1, number 1.
I have Spider-Man, number 1.
Spider-, yeah, like I said in a previous video, in case you don't know, he's a Spider-hyphenate man.
Yeah.
It will be told to you by Dan Slott via Song and Dance.
And it's adorable.
Toad Storbs.
It's a Broadway show he puts on here.
Yeah.
He really comes across as kind of weird and creepy in this. Like
Dan Slott or Spider-Man?
Both. The way he interacts with everybody in New York, like he really comes across kind of manic and kind of creepy at some point. He's like, singing a song and he's asking people, "Oh, hey, do you want an autograph?" And everyone's like
Mhm.
talking, coming up to him and saying, "Oh, are you going to do this part now? Are you going to do this now?" It's like it's really creepy. But the art
Mhm.
is amazing. Art is needed.
Yep. Mark Bags.
The bags is needed.
Mhm.
Thank God. Why it's another number one, I have no idea. But with that being said, it's something. I find it odd that a certain character shows up, is good,
Mhm.
but continues to beat the living piss out of Peter Parker,
Yeah.
all while trying to say, "No, I'm here to save you or to help, but I'm going to beat the shit out of you and almost kill you
Mhm.
in the process." It seems a little odd to me.
Sounds counterproductive.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you're here for good, but you're beating the shit out of me.
Yeah. But it's good.
But it's good.
Yes.
So I don't know where this is going to go. I can assume it's something. Yeah.
Jeff Field. I got Gotham City, year one, number one. So this, it took me a couple of reads to really get a strong beat on this, and I'm settling on a recommend for this because there's some solid, mysterious elements here. I really do like it. I love we got Slam Bradley in here. Been called by the Wayne family to figure out what's going on. The baby's got callbacks to the Lindbergh baby, the racial, because it takes place back in the 50s or 60s, I believe, and racial talk is very fitting for that era.
Oh yeah,
which is solid. I'm like, perfect, great, love it. But bringing in the one minute that took me out of it, why it's lower on my list, is the child kidnapper was called the Batman.
Yeah,
I hit the brakes. I'm like, Tom, really? You had to do that? Come on. You did not need to do that.
Of course.
And then we have Batman at the end being told, you don't know the real truth about the Waynes in the city. Once again, another secret, more secret that we don't know about.
It's like, and again, the Waynes are assholes and pieces of shit because they're rich.
Yeah, it's a solid opening. It just, unfortunately, it kind of slowly goes downhill, but it's a solid start. When you open this issue and you get through like up until the review, them calling the child kidnapper the Batman. It's like,
yes,
Tom, you just shot yourself in the foot, man. Once again, but like I said, it's a solid. If you take out that part and you take out the very end with Batman being told you don't know the true secret nature of the secret Gotham City secret. It's like, not again. God damn it. You don't need that.
Yeah. You thought the Waynes were evil
yeah,
and horrible and disgusting and deplorable.
Take those out. It's a solid read. Do check it out, please. I check it out. See what you think. All right, on to the Ocho.
We are on the Ocho.
On the ESPN 8, the Ocho. Yeah. I've got King Spawn.
Okay, I have Poison Ivy.
15. Okay.
Number 5.
So we talked about this briefly.
Yeah.
This past week. And so I was concerned you would not have this in your top 10.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, until I talked to you off the ledge. And,
no, I didn't have a top 10. And I'm like,
Okay, so proceed, sir.
It's better than the last issue.
Absolutely.
Significantly better than the last issue.
Yes.
I will give it that.
Yes.
However, there are things. It felt like it was pulling its punches yet again. It's taking away the seriousness of it and the global scale to which this was going. It's like, get back to that scary horror element. This just felt very small again. It's like, oh, we're coming back to her in college and all this PTSD trauma bullshit she was feeling. And it's just kind of like, it's okay. Much better than the last issue. I just wasn't going where I thought it was going to go. Yet again.
Okay, so we disagree plot wise.
Yes.
I'll explain to you later on why it is a terrific read this week.
Oh, terrific.
Once again, yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. And so right now I've got King Spawn 15
Okay.
Coming in hot. The opening of this was great. Fantastic. Loved it. Violator and Spawn, a chessboard.
Great.
And the clown is just messing with them.
Yeah.
It's saying how we all lie to ourselves and that Wanda picked Violator, not him. Just fucking with him. It's great. I love it. And Violator is seeing all the pieces on the board, making their moves, and he's laughing and enjoying it. Everyone's just playing out their roles.
Yep.
Yeah. Spawn and Violator then have a showdown, and things have escalated. I love it. Spawn sees that Violator is thrusting him into making the decision: reign in hell or king on earth.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Thankfully, some decisions are made by the end of this as well. but Spawn makes a move at the end of this that leads others to think he has fallen, which maybe not. Yeah, this was good. Really enjoyed this issue. Yeah, King Spawn 15. Do check this out.
So high.
Yep. Mhm.
So high.
I got so much more gooder stuff.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that was number 8, right?
Mhm.
Yep, round to number. Number 7, I got The Joker, the man who stopped laughing,
Okay.
number 1.
I have Revolvers, number 1.
Okay, Sean only got 1 copy of that. I did not read it. So explain to me why that is number 7.
This is an interesting read.
Oh, interesting.
Again, there's a fun story here.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place. This is a detective in Detroit.
Oh.
So not unlike Murphy from RoboCop.
Mhm. But is he murdered?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. It's hard to say. I don't want to give it away. The big gripe I had with this, and I don't know if they were trying to go for this, but everybody in this book is a complete asshole. He is the biggest piece of shit detective, and his partner is an even bigger piece of shit detective. And so they go into this drug house.
Well, Kyle, you got to remember, all cops are bastards. You got to remember that.
Yeah, and so then I'm just like, okay, are they setting up like a Clive Barker where it's like it's just a world where everyone's just a deplorable piece of shit in Detroit, which probably not far off.
No.
So they go into this crack house and they're trying to go after this guy, this main baddie guy, and I mean, and all throughout this house, like it gets blown up. So all these cops get killed at first, and these 2 detectives, him and his partner, go into this house. They start just unloading on people. Like there's a
Which
guy.
is what you do.
Yeah, his partner goes up to this dude, has him at gunpoint. And he's like, "No, dude, I'm just here." He's like, "I'll show you where he's at." He turns around, and the partner shoots him in the head, and then he shoots him like 4 more times. He's like, "What you get for turning your back on somebody with a gun?" It's like, Jesus Christ, you're a cop. Like, am I rooting for? It's like, so they do these, and then so they find the guy, but he's got this revolver that's evil.
Ooh.
And so he gives it to this detective. After the detective, of course, shoots him.
Naturally. Naturally.
And then he finds out because the guy says something about his family or something, the detective's family. So then he goes and finds out what happens. I don't want to spoil it, but again, there's a lot of beat elements that I really like. The art's really good, and how this ends is very exciting. But I don't like this guy, and I hate everybody around him, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Don't know. So I'm going to keep reading it because I'm excited and I kind of like it, but I'm like,
when you have an unlikable protagonist, it makes a very, very difficult read.
Yeah. And so then I'm just like, well, I'm not rooting for you. I'm not rooting for anybody. I want you to die. But is that the point? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's an oddity. Yeah. So Joker, speaking of unlikable.
Yeah, the Joker, the man who stopped laughing, number 1. This was solid good. The ending is very predictable.
Yeah.
From the beginning. And yeah, if you know how Rosenberg tells how, if you follow how Rosenberg tells how jokes work, this reveal did subvert expectations because I kept expectations low and was 99% certain, of who this guy was with the hood. It's pretty, and like, I'm fairly certain I know who you are. And then by the end, it's like, yep, there it is. So Joker has taken his crime nationwide now, and yeah, it's not good. Yeah, art is solid, pacing is solid as well, but like I said, the ending reveal can be seen from the very beginning.
Yep.
However, it's still good with what's being presented. The backup, look, it's stupid. It makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
Other than an attempt at humor, that's all it is. On this cover, something similar to this happens.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like the Joker movie, but on a grander scale, which was very disturbing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's why, yeah, I gotta recommend it. Yeah, this is this could be something here. This could be something pretty special. But the reveal is not much of a real. It's like, know who you are. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
But it's still a good read.
Mhm.
Yeah. That was number 7, right?
Yeah.
Yep, number 7. Yep. Wait a minute. Yep. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 6.
Number 6
of the week is Sword of Azrael, number 3.
I have Miracle Man, number 0.
How is that not your number 1, Kyle? Shame on you. Shame on you. Jesus Christ, Kyle. Explain to me why that is not your number 1.
It's good. It's an anthology. It's a love letter to Miracle Man, and I think the one I like the best is the first one, the Neil Gaiman story.
Mhm.
It was just the setup.
Well, it's the overarching story. It's
Yeah.
the beginning and ending. It's
Yeah. That was the best part for me. Some of these were better than others.
Yeah,
as most anthologies go.
Yes.
The Stegman one was.
What's great is like I love how they're told, how these stories are told, how it
Yeah.
fits into this story. It's like, okay, that's clever, that's creative, how
Yeah.
they're told. But I'll get to my thoughts
Yeah.
later on.
Some were better than others. Art was better than others in some. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a fun. If you don't know Miracle Man at all, this is a little more palatable than possibly going back. I would recommend doing this first, getting an idea, and then going back and reading, because this is a little more easily accessible to the average layman.
Yeah.
So, okay, Sword of Azrael.
Sword of Azrael, number 3.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a key. First appearance of the Satan.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't get that.
Yep. And holy shiznit. So we get the whole origin of the system and where it comes from. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big deal with it for the character, Kyle. And if you know the colors and the characters, we see where they come from. It's like, okay, I'll go with that. Sure. Why not? And we discover the first. I had so much fun reading this. My mind was blown reading that. I'm going to go with it for right now. See what happens. Issue was adrenaline filled and is heading to a frightful and kick-ass direction. Yeah, I really enjoyed this issue.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, it's probably because I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up reading Azrael.
I guess
at that very formative age when he took over as Batman and he had his own solo series. It's like that's why I hold this in higher regard. That could be.
That's fair.
And I'm enjoying the ride with this.
And I didn't read a lot of his solo stuff. I just remember he kind of took over as Batman.
Okay,
that's kind of all
the solo stuff is really damn good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we're on to the number 5, right? Yep. Number 5. I got Miracle Man 0.
Hey, I have Black Adam, the Justice Society Files, Dr. Fate number 1.
Whoa, that is much higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Why don't you go and talk about it?
I love the art in this. This was the best one. I actually read the whole thing of this and wasn't bored to tears.
Yeah.
Or didn't give a shit. Or as a complete character bastardization. Yeah, I like the fact that at the beginning of this, he's tired, he's old, he's like fucking done with this. And then some kids fuck something up and it's like,
naturally.
God, and it's like,
as kids do.
It's like, all right. He puts the helmet back on and goes to work. And yeah, I just liked all of that and the setup, and plus I love Dr. Fate. So
yep,
one of my favorites. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Art again was terrific. This was again, the end was a little.
Yeah, it's like, really, man, come on.
Couldn't stick the landing.
Nope.
But everything up until that point was solid, and this was a lot of fun for this one. So recommend.
Miracle Man number 0. Yeah, this was a fun reintroduction to Miracle Man. And if you're not familiar with Miracle Man, you should enjoy this, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, the overarching story, beginning and end, it's Miracle Man floating about his library and Apocrypha. Love it. And he at that moment in time, he's craving fiction. He wants to escape, read some fiction. So he finds some comic books.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that tell different fictional tales on him and elements on his life, which is great. So we're reading these fictionalized stories of him, by our creators. It's like, that's fun. That's how you do it. That's a creative way to do it. Yeah. Some are, like you said, some are better than others. And the ending with Miracle Man surmising what he's read and figuring out these writers was really interesting. And I can't wait for issue number 1 of the redone Neil Gaiman run.
Yes,
that they didn't get to finish. I think it's Mark Buckingham art. How that looked redone. Oh my God, I cannot wait to read it. Yeah, this is fun for longtime readers and an interesting introduction to the world of Miracle Man with different characters and elements. Yeah, I dug it. Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 4 of the week.
Number 4.
Here we go. I got Junkyard Joe.
All right, King Spawn, number 15.
Okay, why don't you go ahead, continue thoughts on King Spawn?
Yeah, so I guess Spawn is king now, maybe, and everyone around him is trying to get at him, and Clown is trying to fuck with him, and just like everybody does, and it's funny, everyone vying for this position, like. Yeah. When you're king and everyone's coming after you, it's just like in Game of Thrones. Like everybody around you is fucking things up around you, and you're trying to keep everything in place when it's all just slowly falling apart around you. And that's basically what's going on with Spawn right now. And Al, he's just like, everyone's fucking everything up. And all they want to get is Wanda back, basically. And Violator's like, you can. At a price.
Yeah.
I love the little things like that they do, like in this, like Violator just throws a rock at him and like hits him in the head. And he's like, I was able to get up one on you with a rock. Like just little things like that. And the art in this is just absolutely amazing and creepy. Like it's just so creepy. Some of the panels that are done in this, seeing the clown and King Spawn playing chess and everything, just it's really well done. I'm second best
to Gunslinger.
The Gunslinger is still the best, but King Spawn's probably second.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So, all right, Junkyard Blow.
Junkyard
Joe.
Junkyard Joe number 1. So there are a few different variants. What we read was the black and this is all black and white issue. This is all black and white variant. It's the special Veterans Edition for the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans.
Yeah.
Yep, they have a little special in the back talking about different homeless veterans they've helped in the past. Good charity, good organization. Yeah, so I honestly think this is the best way to read this in black and white.
I agree.
It is terrific in black and white. This was solid, damn good. You have a platoon in 1972, Vietnam, on a mission, and they got an FNG. Look up that acronym. It's a fun and true acronym.
Yes, it is.
And it's revealed he's actually Junkyard Joe. I love that bit. I love that reveal. And he gets attached to this platoon, and things get crazy. Things get a little out of hand eventually. Yeah, it's a good alternative universe story, and I want more Junkyard Joe. Like this was his first mission, right? I believe we're told. Yeah, first mission, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I want more Junkyard Joe after this.
Yeah, I know when we read Geiger and he was
teased. He was introduced. He was
introduced and a little teased. I'm like, this is your shot, right? This is your hit. This is your guy. The character design was fucking awesome. It's like that's your money, and that's why you got Gary Frank on the art.
Gary
on interiors.
Gary Frank on interiors
now in 2022.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Art, story, dialogue, pacing, everything is top notch in this issue. And like I said, if you can find it, you can find the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans black and white variant. Please get this. This is the best way to read this in black and white.
I agree.
Yeah, strong recommend. All right, we are on to the. Wait a minute, we just did number 4, right?
Yep.
So that means number. Number 3. So clearly, this is one we disagreed on heavily. I got John Clark, Something Juicy, number 1.
All right, I have the Joke Hair, the Man Who Stopped Laughing.
Okay.
Number 1.
Why don't you continue talking about that?
Yeah, it said this is a very interesting issue. How it starts out with Joker back in Gotham, and he decides to take over more cities, and then nobody takes him seriously.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I love that intro. Everyone's like, "Hey, no one gives a fuck about you anymore. Like you're nothing. You're useless, and you have nobody." Then he's like, "Okay, we'll see about that." And the empire he builds, it's going to be something. Yeah, the ending, I saw it a mile away.
Yeah, because it's set up at the very beginning. There's this guy in a hood, gets shot, still alive, but it's like, I know who you are. I know who you are. Yeah. By the end, it's like, yep, there it is. Yeah.
So we'll see what that leads to. Who knows? I'm excited to see it. But yeah, this was good. I really liked it. Art's terrific. Solid story. I'll be back for the next one. So yeah, that's a recommend, especially from DC.
Yep. John Clark's Something Juicy, number 1. For me, this was awesome. This was a terrific one and done horror story. Okay. So a jealous cheerleader shows up to a girl's house, and this girl is the one who stole her boyfriend. So the cheerleader breaks into her room at her house and uncovers something terrifying. That I don't want to say what it is, but it's something that involved 1,000 Ways to Die, but to the nth degree. I loved it. Damn good. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Horror done correctly. Strong recommend.
It's done correctly.
Yes, it's is, Kyle.
Done,
yeah, it's horror done well. It absolutely is. Yes. Don't you dare wince. Don't you wince. Don't wince. Yeah. You get wince. Yeah. John Clark, Something Juicy, number 1. Yeah. All right. Number 2 of the week, The Dose.
The Dose.
I got Poison Ivy, number 5.
All right. Wow. Junkyard Joe, number 1.
Wow. Why don't you continue, Junkyard Joe?
Yeah, I said finally. We finally get this character that I've been wanting since Geiger came out and he was introduced. Love seeing Gary Frank on interiors.
Mm-hmm.
Solid story. We get a great Nam story.
Yes.
If you've never seen.
It's a very well told Vietnam story.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to sitting through Apocalypse Now. If you don't want to do that, I don't blame you.
Yes.
It's
especially
depressing.
the self-indulgent director's cut.
Yeah, the redux cut. Yeah, it's something. So if you don't want to spend 5 hours in Nam
and watch what's his guy villain from Speed,
Dennis Hopper.
If you don't want to watch Dennis Hopper on coke, then yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, which he was.
He was during the shooting, not just his character. No, he was. So yeah, if you want to get a little slice of it and you haven't watched Forrest Gump or anything like that, and this was perfect. This was a terrific way to introduce this character. Like we said, he just shows up and people are trying to talk to him and he's not talking to anybody. And it's like, who's this guy? He's kind of weird. And he ends up saving everybody's life somehow. And then you find out it's like, oh shit, he's a robot. And what do we do with that? It's great. A lot of fun. Again, reading it in black and white, I thought was perfect. But yeah, Gary Frank's art is what sells this story 100%.
Yeah. Once again, Gary Frank still got it, man.
He does.
His art is terrific. Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there. I was just enthralled with every page. I'm like, God, do more.
Exactly. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah. Gary, be better. Come on.
So I'll recommend for Junkyard Joe. And if you can't find it in black and white, get it and read it in black and white.
Yes. Poison Ivy number 5. This was a big step up from the previous issue. So we get Woodrue versus Poison Ivy. Mm-hmm. Now, what I told you, this is where. So this is my mindset reading this. This is where you really think about this. All right, you have Professor Woodrue, the Floronic Man, versus Poison Ivy. Now, what's great about this issue, to me, you have 2 unreliable narrators in Ivy and Woodrue. All right,
that's fair. And I did like that aspect of it.
We're told about what happened in the past when she was a college student, he was a professor, but from 2 different points of view, which is terrific. Because how it's told, how it's visualized in this comic, Ivy is clearly losing her mind. She's hallucinating. And bear in mind, she's an evil villain, so who the hell knows if there's any truth in that. And then also you have Woodrue telling his side of things, who's also villainous, who's also loopy and portraying what happened. So these are 2 very unreliable narrators telling you about something that may or may not have happened, things that may or may not have happened in the past. That is how you do it perfectly. I love it. Both psychotic, unreliable narrators. It's a way I compared it. It's like the Dr. Tar and Professor Feather short story by Edgar Allan Poe. 2 unreliable narrators just talking. It's like, that's what's great about it. 2 psychos. And at the ending had a twist I didn't see coming. I like the turn of where the story is going. And I kind of agree. It'd be cool to see this continue down that path. But I do. It took a twist, like a turn. Like I didn't see this turn coming. Okay, this is cool. Now it's up to them in the next issues to keep me engaged with this new turn. But for right now, I'm going with this turn. So yeah, I enjoyed this issue, and it was a big step back up after the lazy misfire of the previous issue. Yeah, strong recommend. Poison Ivy number 5.
Yeah, I just felt it could have done without her talking to that certain character. It was just
makes
it easy. It's just somebody that can be that contrarian and point out all the stupid stuff going on. It's just like that's just easy.
It's great.
No.
You have 2 unreliable narrators talking about events that may or may not have happened, and they're both hallucinating. They're both psychotic. It's terrific. I loved it. That is how you do it. Perfect.
Well, see, but the thing is, comparing it to Dr. Tar, the Bizarre Case of Dr. Tar and Professor Feather, is you get 2 people showing up to an insane asylum who are normal, going into a situation. They're talking to 2 doctors at the asylum who they think are doctors, but it turns out they're the inmates running the asylum, and the people that are locked up are the creepy people. It's like how that's done is interesting. I just feel like it's easy to have that, her talking to that character. It's just, we don't need that. You could have done it in a different way that would have been more interesting.
No, I think it's a very fun way. I think it's a very, we're going to disagree there. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
See, we do disagree.
Yes, we do.
Don't like everything. I don't think we're going to disagree on this, though. I'll be shocked if you have a different number one.
No, so yeah, we're already at the number. Number one, I got Vanish. Number
Nice. I have Ice
Batman-
Cream Man.
yeah.
Oh,
Batman 128.
yeah.
Holy Testicle Tuesday.
Yes.
This was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I put holy shit, like
Yeah.
3 exclamation points.
The fights,
Yes.
the pacing, the dialogue, hell, the flipping backup story
Yeah.
was great. Yeah, and the ending of this, holy crap!
Yes.
This is an event.
Yeah, this is your event.
This is your event. What happens
Yes.
at the end of this? Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Stakes.
Yeah, my God, DC really fumbled the ball on their events this year.
Mhm.
Really, they going with Dark Crisis on Infinite Multiverse of the Secret Wars house.
Bad.
No,
Dumb.
DC versus Vampires and this right here.
Yes.
Holy shit!
I just, I want to talk about it, but
I know
it's
it's
like, fuck.
yeah. It's like I said. I'm not going to say a damn word about this, other than if you don't want to read this or don't want to buy this, I'm going to put it this way: go cuddle up with your wife's boyfriend and keep ingesting the soy.
That's true.
Yes, that's all I'm going to say. Clearly, you can't handle something this testosterone filled and action packed.
Yeah, all I can say is that the last issue, I was like, "Ooh, Superman's showing up. He'll save the day."
Yeah, you're right.
and we'll say we don't know.
Right.
We'll see what happens. And the jump cut in this,
Yeah.
I appreciate it a lot,
Yes.
and it doesn't look much better. I mean, I absolutely loved it.
This is a goddamn recommend if I've ever had one.
Yes,
This
100%.
you cannot go wrong with this issue this week. Absolutely not.
Right.
I mean, I know Detective Comics can be really hit or miss. It's
Mhm.
it's very much more. It's a very operatic, slower pace. This, look, if you don't like action, don't read this. Then all I guess go back to your wife's
Yeah.
boyfriend and cuddle up with
Yeah.
him. All right. Just if you love action like I do, if you love action comics, comic books that have action.
Yeah.
You're gonna get every bang for your buck in this book. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
So I said, when Batman is done right, he can't be touched.
No.
It's impossible to beat a Batman story that is done
Yeah.
perfectly.
Like I said, even the backup story,
Yes.
learn the Batman of Zora, the year
Yeah.
year one, how
Year
it came
one,
about.
yeah.
It's like that was damn good too. I loved it.
Yeah,
And every bang for your buck in this book.
100%. Yeah, you will not be disappointed. And if you are, shame on you.
If you say, "Oh, there's not enough action," like, what the hell were you reading?
Yeah, not enough dialogue.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I cannot recommend this enough. This is clearly
Likewise.
the runaway number one pick of the week.
Hands down.
Yeah, if anyone says Dark Crisis and like they're
They're on something.
yes, they are clearly on something. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Top 10 of the week. What do you think? 100% correct? 0% incorrect? Let us know in the comments. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. It's down there somewhere, usually. Stay tuned this week. New York Comic Con videos will be coming up, doing a bunch of shorts, showing off stuff we got for sale.
Oh.
I'll be going live from the booth a few times, showing all the Born of Blood stuff and
Huh?
whatever else. And you got a video coming up on Friday with Max MVP.
Mhm.
See what happens with that.
Who knows?
And in the meantime, please remember to buy what you like, collect what you want, don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you guys again next time.